welcome to Good Vibes Goddess Tarot. So today we're gonna do a reading, pick a card reading about your throat chakra. So we have 5 questions here today. So question 1 is a card to represent your throat chakra, something that you are like unconsciously feeling guilty about that you must let go of. Question 3 is a way that you can communicate with others more effectively. And question 4 is a good way to balance this chakra. And question 5 is the result of this balanced chakra. Now, your throat chakra is pretty much in your throat. It's blue card. It's all about speaking your truth, expressing your truth, your creativity, and speaking. Trying to be heard in a way. It doesn't really have to be by speaking. You could do like art, creativity. You can, like a painting. It speaks volumes a little bit, and still way of you speaking your truth, expressing your truth. So we have 3 cards here. We have workaholic. Oh, hold on. Workaholic. And then we have dependency. Okay. And we also have isolation. And then the throat chakra, like I said before, it's all about like speaking your truth and then like being able to express yourself and having other people to do it with. And the throat chakra is ruled pretty much by Saturn, and Saturn's all about like learning lessons, being responsible, dedicated, determined. It's all about speaking. It's represented by blue. Oh, wrong, mistake. It's represented, the throat chakra represented by Mercury, because that's all about communication. Wrong place. We could kind of sort of have Saturn in it, because you're supposed to, Saturn, make sure you take your time and learn out, like playing out what you're gonna say, gonna speak. Kind of sort of a little bit of both. And a chant to help your throat chakra will be ham. So ham or ham. But yeah, that's all that I see. All I have to tell you about your throat chakra. It's pretty much self-explanatory. I see you in your piles. Hi there, pile 1. Welcome to your reading. I'm gonna reiterate the question as soon as I find my notebook. Okay. A card to represent your throat chakra, something that you unconsciously feel guilty for, that you must let go of, a way you can communicate with others more effectively, a good way to balance this chakra, and result of this balanced chakra. So first card out you already see, which is workaholic, and which is a blue card, which is what's represented by your throat chakra. Could I don't know why I think like you could be over talking, overworking your vocal cords. And then we have creation. with this is your crown chakra, and your crown chakra is all about um realizing that everything is connected. We all one with other people. Everyone has their own path, their own journey in life that they need to learn. We all intertwine and stuff like that. Um, so you, I don't know, you could be doing like a lot of talking, but not a lot of like doing or creating. Right, and then we have another blue card. Like, yeah, it could be doing a lot of talking, but not a lot of doing. Expansion, right? To let it grow. You're not creating, like, you're talking a big game, but not putting, like, matching up. Like, it's, like, for example, um, like, you're probably doing, like, a lot of training and stuff like that. And if that, it could be planning something. It could be planning to create something that's going to be, like, very, like, next level, like, expand something. But you keep talking about it always in the planning stage, never the creating stage. Whereas now to go into the creating stage so it can, like, rather than just staying in the planning, strategizing, now it's time to create. Like in science, like, in science class, the hypothesis theory, like they make you like go through the little, you're supposed to form a hypothesis, then test it out, right? You already form your hypothesis. You already know, like, think what's gonna happen. Now it's time to test it out and go see and find out. Create to expand it to see what's actually gonna happen, rather than just talking about it and continue talking about it. Actually, you have something to show for it. And then we have, through prayer and meditation, I create a rippling effect of peace in the world. Right, or you could be speaking, or you don't know what to say, and it's like, take some time out, meditate it, think about it, before just blurting things out. Which is, like I said before, like the planning stage, but you can't just be stuck in the planning stage. It's time, might be time to take action and stuff like that. And next we have, in any moment I can surrender to a powerful presence of love through prayer, content, contemplation, and stillness. Because, like I said before, so you meditate on it, you think about it before just blurting it out, whatever you gotta say. Um, you thought about it, you planned it, but now it's time to take action on it, to create it, to, go to the next stage. To open up new doors and stuff like that. You just see where here is just like two people, and here it becomes more people and stuff like that. So, whereas with the crown chakra is like you and spirit, is like you, spirit, and other people, like, spirit send people your way to help you in a way, shape, like, and stuff like that. But it's just like you have to actually like start it, so they just don't have an idea. It's hard to sell people on an idea if you don't have product or something like that. You could talk about it all you want, but like, oh, it's supposed to do this and this and the third, and it's like, that's great, but can it do it? You have to test it out and try it and see if it actually does it, if it works or not. And if it doesn't, you have to critique it and stuff like that, and fix it and work on it. And next we have, there is a stream of love supporting my dreams. Like I said before, they will send somebody to help you, but you have to start it. It's like, it's harder to sell somebody on an idea than, an actual 3D product. Like, with some people, they have to see it to believe it. it's harder to sell them on an idea that they can't see than, an actual product that they can see. So, like your ego, right? Your spirit, or like your higher self and stuff like that, could try to tell you something that you need to create and take action on, right? But your ego will be like, no, I don't see that for this. It doesn't really work for what we got going on. And it's, you don't do it. You think about it and thinking about it, and pencil it, write it down, be like, oh, it would be nice, but all the work that you might have to put into it, you don't want to do it or take part in it, because you're thinking that you might have to do it by yourself, but you're not going to do it by yourself. Spirit is also working with you and helping you. Will send people your way to help you grow and work on it and expand it. Then we have obstacles are detours in the right direction. Next we have the South Node. Remember, consider, now is the time to. So when the North Node is like the point of destiny, like where you're heading, the South Node is pretty much where you're coming from, your past and stuff like that. I can put it over here. And then we have in the 9th house, as if it or they came from all there is, the philosophy and laws involved, do it in a big way. The 9th house is all about like philosophy and law. Like the law of attraction and stuff like that, the law of free will, law of potentiality. If I remember don't remember what sign is in the 9th house. Cancer is 4, Leo's 5, Virgo 6, Libra 7. What's after Libras? Oh, Scorpio. I'm not about to sit here and rack my brain and do this. Let me just look at my book. Like, I ain't got time for that. Sagittarius. It's in the 9th house. In the 9th house, like I said before, it's all about like philosophy, laws, faith, religion, higher education, traveling and stuff like that, being worldly. And I said before, like the South Node is all about your past and where you came from. So, could be traveling, trying to open yourself to new horizons. Like I said before, like you in the planning stage, well, now it's time to actually like go into the creating stage rather than just the planning stage. So I have here in my little notebook, the 9th house is associated with travel, philosophy, religion, education, and education and publishing. They say that the 9th house is how like a group of people like have very large like philosophy is a big like a large complex, like how to handle certain things, like religion. Like no one can tell you like what's the right religion, what's the wrong religion. No one really knows. So it's just how you might worship something, or it might be different than how I worship something. There's certain religions, and in those religions there's like subgroups. And then we have in the 8th house, which is Scorpio. I know that one. we, um, we have as a life or death issue, getting and using power, using other people's resources. See, now that could be like, sometimes they could say Scorpios can be a little bit manipulative. That might be using other people's resources. That could be that. Like, or you could have a history of doing that. It was like, hey, stop that. Focus on your own self. Like, it's time to change that. And make some changes, some transformations, so things can grow and expand. You might have to walk away from some things, a way of thinking. We have surrender here, so walk away from it, let it go, to start moving in the right direction. And we have Earth. And then Earth is all about being stable and grounded, solid, very long lasting, reliable. And then we have in the 7th house, which is Libra, balance, collaboration, your partner or partners. So it could be saying that you might need to walk away from some people, and remember, if you want you walking away, you might have the urge to turn back around. Oh, what just popped in my head? It's a Greek mythology story. Damn it! I forgot their names. Doesn't matter. Either way, right? His wife was in the underworld, right? And he wanted to save his wife. So he went to Hades and Persephone, his wife, and sung a song, right? Moved them to tears. And it was like, you know what? You can get your wife back. But the only way that your wife can leave here with you, right, is if you walk in front of her, and she's behind you. You walk with her behind you, right? And you do not look at her until you get outside of my gates, outside of hell, underworld. You no longer in underworld. Then you can look at her, right? They made it through damn near the whole underworld, okay? He can see, the outside world real close, right? And then he decided, to, stop and turn around and looked at her. And as soon as he looked at her, she was pulled back and floated away back to where, the underworld, because you was told not to look at her, so you might have an urge to look back, and then you might end up going back, but remember what you're doing, why you walking away, what you're doing it for, to be more stable and grounded. There's, to be grounded and stable in something, you have to let some things go from time to time, with this life or death. It could be a life or death, could need to release some things, let it go, so you can have, be more stable and grounded in yourself, more balanced in yourself. Could be people, could be friends, could be, a lifestyle, could be anything. You just gotta let it go to feel, more at peace with yourself, to, grow. Or, some people, you just don't, some people just don't grow at the same pace or the same rate. So, some people that you might have connect with, you no longer connect with, and then you might have to walk away to go find, more group of people, some partners that you are more balanced with. Next we have the Page of Wands. And the Page of Wands, I say it's a very adventurous page. Um, Very curious. Um, Pages also means like messages. So it could be like, you know, curiosity gets the best of you. You go see, try to see other options, see what's out there. And or like I said before, you start walking away from something and or start working on whatever you've been planning and start actually going into creation mode just to see like what happens. Let's see, and then we have the Six of Cups. It's all about like reminiscing, nostalgia. You have remember here, so it could be like remembering what, like I said before, what you're doing it for, or why you're doing this, or why it's important. And then we have the Ace of Swords. It's all about like a truth, clarity, reconciliation. Sometimes the truth hurts. So, ooh, no, it just popped. Sorry. I said sorry ahead of time because I know it might hurt some people's feelings. But you know, it just popped in my head because we had these two people. But it's like sometimes the truth hurts, right? Like if you go, don't look at somebody's phone, okay? Because if you go looking for something, okay, and then you end up hurting your own feelings. It's just like, should never. And now you're thinking like, damn, I should never look. Like, you know, just don't do it. Like, just don't do it. That's what popped in my head. That's why I was like, sorry, because I know some people gonna be bothered. I don't be looking through people's phone. I don't need my feelings hurt. I can hurt my feelings enough. And then if I go looking through your phone and I find what I thought I was gonna find that here, and I find more, like because you know sometimes the Ace of Swords is a double-edged sword, you know, because sometimes the truth hurts. Okay, it could hurt to tell you, like, to say the truth or to acknowledge the truth. It can also hurt to hear the truth, like. But the truth need to be said. That's important. You gotta speak the truth and live in your truth. So, with the Page of Wands, little note that I have here is in my little notebook is yesterday is history. Yesterday is history. Tomorrow is a mystery. The only thing that is real is the present moment. So enjoy it. See, like I said, you might be curious about the past and how the past situation played out, but there's nothing you can do about it. You can't change the past. You just gotta move forward. Because then that's just gonna hold you back. Because the Six of Cups is all about like nostalgia, and you know, also be like past lives, but it's all about like reminiscing and thinking back about when, you know, happier times and stuff like that. Could have been things where like with the flag, things were like neutral and fine and okay, but you know, there's better days ahead. There's, you know, just because it happened once doesn't mean it's gonna be one and done. Like, you can meet new people that makes you happy as well. You know, just have to go out there, be curious, meet those people, and talk. You know, socialize. So the Six of Cups. My note that I wrote is happiness lies as long as you keep it alive in a perfect form of memory. So, you know, the memory can be nice and stuff like that, but you could take the memory and still go on. But, you know, you have to realize that in the present moment right now, things might not be okay. Okay? Things might need to change in the present moment. Okay? The past was nice. Okay? That was great. That was wonderful. But, That's the past. And we gotta move forward and live in the present moment. Because we can't relive the past, like the past. The past is the past. That's done and over with. And the Ace of Swords says, seek clarity in your situation. A clear vision is your roadmap to success. So, you have to see through this nostalgia thing. Like, things might have been good in the past, but maybe right now things are not okay. And things need to change. Also, don't... Ooh, drop my book. Like, if it's like a person, a friend, or like friend group, and like things might not be as good right now, it's always like stressful, like stagnation, like with this workaholic and creating, like like no matter how much you create, nothing is working, nothing is not getting better, nothing's changing, or stuff like that. Could be saying like you might need to take a break, or just simply not meant for it to work. Not something that you meant to do. So could just be time for you to walk away from it. Take a little break. Like I said before, like if it's like a friend group or stuff like that, you might before it was able to resonate with them and connect with them, but like right now y'all don't really connect or resonate as y'all did before. And that's fine and that's okay. You don't have to continue staying there and being there, because then you're just miserable, and it might be reading on your face, so you bring in the vibration down, because you don't really want to be there, because you can't speak your truth. Or you speak your truth and they don't really, the conversation just dies there. You have to realize that. Like, it's not going to move any further. So you have to find those people that you can connect with. Right? It might be like it's bittersweet. Right? That, they probably was very good friends. Right? And it was, very nice, very fun. But, you outgrew them. And that's okay. That's fine. Like how when you were in daycare or your kid, you had some friends in your childhood that, you outgrew, move away from, no longer friends with. Same thing now. It's fine. Might be a little bit harder to make new friends if you got work and stuff like that, but it will happen. But yeah, that's all that I'm seeing for you. Pile 1. If you feel like this reading resonated with you, please like, share, and subscribe. Other than that, thank you for watching. Bye. Hi there, proud to welcome to your reading. So I'm gonna reiterate the questions. Question 1 says, the cards represent your throat chakra, something that you are unconsciously feeling guilty for that you must release and let go. A way you can communicate with other people more effectively. A good way to balance this chakra. Results of balancing this chakra. So, first card out is dependency. And that is purple, and purple is your third eye, and your third eye is your intuition, your psychic abilities. Yeah, that's pretty much it. And then we have dissipating. Dissipating is pretty much, pulling back, becoming quiet, muting, isolated. And this is a yellow card, and yellow is supposed to represent your solar plexus and all about like action, moving, success. I'm gonna go to the next card before I say something. Okay, then we have guilt. Okay, yeah, because I was gonna say something's holding you back, and because of that, could be like reserving, being like, being reserved or like holding yourself back. You see, because in the guilt card, if it, like she has chains on. Like you might be like trying to do it or like just not saying, I want to say sacrificing, but like trying to compromise, seeing things, to try to keep somebody else happy, which is why we have dependency here. It could be codependent. And you could be getting into codependent situations out of like guilt or feeling like you're lacking something and looking for it in somebody else when that person might also lack it as well, and leaning on you for support and love and care and stuff like that. That's when it becomes like they depending on you and you're depending on them, and it becomes like a need and codependent situation, and very clingy and needy and not the best in a way. But hey, but if that's your cup of tea, go ahead. You know, like this might, but for example, like Harley Quinn and the Joker. Like Harley Quinn was trying to look to the Joker for love and care and support. But he's not really capable of love and support, you feel me? His whole thing, it takes one bad day to push somebody over the edge. He had that one bad day that pushed him over the edge, you know? So it's just like, that's not the best person to look for love or validation, because he's not going to do it. Not really capable of doing it, you know? Then we have, when I think I have surrendered, I surrender more. Now with that chains on, see this given, it's like you think that you're compromising, but you might be actually sacrificing things that you act like, and that's why you feel guilty. You're sacrificing things that you're compromising your comfort and sacrificing your comfort levels and like for the benefit of somebody else. Your comfort is important too. Okay? Your comfort is important too. You have to be comfortable too. Consent is beautiful. I would like you to be comfortable as well. You know, hospitality. Get you some water. Are you thirsty? Are you good? You know, your comfort is important as well. And we have, my energy creates my reality. What I focus on is what I will manifest. So if you think that you're unworthy of certain things or that you don't deserve it, you know, that's what you're going to hold back on certain things. Because either somebody else probably told you that you don't deserve it when you actually, you do. And you can do it. Don't let what somebody else say hold you back or live in your head rent free. Because then you're letting them have control over you and keeping you stuck in something that you don't really need to be stuck in. You letting somebody else control your growth. I just realized there's leaves on here. And then we have, I am a spirit. A couple of things. I didn't say this in pile 1. Some of these cards will be titles. You don't have to watch the video if you don't want to. But if you do, thank you. Or if you have already watched the video, thanks. You can go back and watch it. Might be something that I said in there that makes more sense. Get a whole bigger picture. Or, just simply take the card as is. Don't panic. Just if it sounds familiar. If you pay attention to the titles. Now we have, I am a spirit having a human experience, and I'm here to get closer to love. Love is unconditional, not conditional. And make you feel like you're sacrificing anything. Like, it wouldn't, like, okay. How's the best way for me to put this? It wouldn't feel like a sacrifice. It would feel like a compromise. Like, well, never mind, because you could just, okay, that's not a good example. Let's say you are scared of heights, right? Um, Roller coasters, rock climbing, mountains, just heights. Okay, bridges, heights. Anything that is high, super high, you're just scared of it. Um, well, that's kind of sort of helping you face your fears. That's not really a sacrifice. But, like, if you know that you're aware of it, you get, no, super terrified and shut down and stuff like that, no matter what it is. And, this person can be like, oh, just suck it up. It's okay. And have you trying to drive over a bridge. And you can't drive over a bridge with your eyes closed. You feel me? Like, don't let them guilt you or shame you into, everyone has a fear and stuff like that. So your fears are just heights. That's fine. Don't let somebody like I said, trying to force you to drive over a bridge because you're gonna close your eyes, and be scared and panicky the whole way. Not, trying to get to the destination there and back in one piece. Huh. Going on a roller coaster, if you don't want to, you don't have to. Like, there's some that just spin around. You don't have to go into little loop de loops. That's fine. Do what's best for you. You're not doing it just because somebody else is telling you to do it. You're doing it at your own pace when you're ready to do it. Not letting anybody guilt you or shame you into doing it. And then we have, when I focus on the inner light, I see the world through the lens of love. Like, everybody has fears. It's okay. I probably won't be the best person for you to be on a roller coaster with. Not that I scream. I laugh. So it's just... Yeah. Like, I don't know what it is, but I laugh. And if you're losing your mind, that's going to make me laugh even harder. Like, it's just... Just certain people do certain things in different situations. Like, you might find heights scary. Not that I find them funny, but it is what it is. It's an experience. I don't know. And then we have, is it reverse? Oh, okay. So we have fire reverse. So like I said before, you dimming your fire, putting out your fire, not taking action on things that you actually want to take action on, not giving yourself credit, downing yourself, putting yourself down, or allowing other people to put yourself down so you don't take action on certain things. Which I said before, you're allowing them to control you. And then we have Taurus. And then, they said Taurus is supposed to be like stubborn, very headstrong, single-minded, and stuff like that. So you can be like stubborn to act on something, thinking that you don't, like you're not capable, or you don't know how, or that you can't, when you probably actually can, very strong to do it. If you put your mind to it and say, I'm gonna do this for me, not for nobody else. I want to do this to prove it to myself that I can do this. Like, I have what it takes. Then you start taking action on it. Things start changing and moving forward. Because Taurus is a bull. Bull are very strong. And we have the moon. It was very nurturing, caring, and loving. It's also about emotions. Like, you take control of your emotions. Not letting what other people think or say or gonna say about you, or what they gonna think about you, like, bother you or slow you down in any way, shape, or form. You going at your own pace. You taking it little by little, to prove it to yourself that you can do it, and you can do whatever you set your mind to. and that you're confident enough to do it, rather than just putting out the fire and just be like, just writing it off as as you can't. You actually trying and seeing if you can, and trying to prove it to yourself. And then we have Gemini reverse. I'm gonna have to look at my notebooks on Gemini's reverse, because I really get along with Gemini, so like rather than me being biased, let me get the right information. like don't get me started. So Gemini's reverse, or the downside, dark side of Gemini's, is talkative, superficial, deceptive, cunning, inconsistent. Yeah. Yep. I will add manipulative on there too. But then Taurus, positive side of Taurus, upside of Taurus. They're very determined, stable, reliable, driven. Might be a little bit slow, okay, a little stubborn. It's positive and the negative, okay? But they're trustworthy. I don't know what accent was that. And persistent and very patient. Also, Gemini, it's Taurus then Gemini. You see it, so it's just like one area of your life might be up, but the next life might like next time might be down. Life goes in stages, ups, highs and lows. But that doesn't mean you're gonna be low forever. Might have some setbacks, but that doesn't mean to just be down and stay down. Like, get back up and continue fighting. Get back, keep going. And then we have Mercury, which kind of sort of rules Gemini. And it's all about like communication, speaking. Oh, and then the sign, the symbol, right? The little half circle is like being receptive. And the little part right there, I guess you could say the cross is supposed to be like representing like matter, like earthly matter and stuff like that. So it's like you're being receptive to, spirit with the crown chakra. Oh, no, we don't have crown chakra here. But you're being open and receptive to, your crown chakra, to spiritual things, your third eye, your intuition. There we go. I was like, what is something that it was called, like, I started touching the moon. That's why, like, your psychic abilities, your third eye, right? The messages that you're receiving from spirit, your intuition and stuff like that, and incorporating it into your real life and taking action on it, to change things around. But if you don't, things won't change and things won't get better, and then you just rely on other people for validations, love, care, and support, and that could keep you stuck and something. You might end up living a life that you didn't really want to live, being used and or tricked. So next we have the Wheel of Fortune. Now just talking about cycles. Sometimes it might be up, sometimes it might be down. You never know when the wheel's gonna change. We don't control the Wheel of Fortune. The Hierophant does. And the Hierophant is supposed to be represented by Taurus. So it's just... This is Saturn. No, or Jupiter. I think it's Jupiter. Or is it both? It could be a little bit of both. But I believe it's Jupiter, because Jupiter, it's like, it's a planet of fortune, and it like, and luck, and it expands it. So it could be. But the Wheel of Fortune also means like change, a shift. Could also represent like destiny, Um, like a turning period, a changing period, a transition. And then we have the Ace of Pentacles, which is like the slowest energy in the deck. It's a solid, stable beginning or offer. And then we have the High Priestess. Then we have the intuition. Yeah, the High Priestess is all about the intuition. Um, she also works with the Hierophant, works side by side with the Hierophant. But if you see them both, it could be like a power couple, divine couple. Um, but the High Priestess, she's very wise, all knowing, but she like keep things hidden to her, like for herself, to herself. Um, like with the Ace of Pentacles, she knows that there's like somebody can give you an offer, but that doesn't mean that it's might took them a very long time to like think of that offer, come to you to bring you that offer. But with the black and white, there's negatives and then there's positive, there's darks, there's light, there's truth, there's lies. There's good offers, okay, and then there's bad offers. Like that's risky. Um, you have to be able to decipher and pick those up and get out of like those risky offers, right? Those risky businesses and stuff like that. Or like pyramid schemes in a way. Like not even pyramid schemes, but like it's just risky, okay? If you had simply asked questions and stuff like that, you would have realized, or see, like it might not have been, as what it seemed. Like some things were being hidden, out of being cunning. Some things weren't being hidden, wasn't really told to you, or shown to you and stuff like that. So that kind of messed up the stability of the situation. Like I was saying before, like trust. If you want things to change and want to be solid, you have to start trusting yourself and your intuition and and what it's telling you and taking action on it. With this, change. What will change if you start taking action on your intuition? Things you start feeling more stable and grounded in yourself. Let's see if there's anything else I want to see. Like I said before, the Wheel of Fortune is all about like a turning period. The High Priestess, the Sacred Wisdom. The pillars is supposed to supposed to represent stability. I don't know why I started stuttering. And then we also had the moon twice here. But more than that, the pillar is supposed to represent the B, right? It's supposed to represent water, and then the J is supposed to represent fire. You know, the duality of things, like positive and light. You can't have light without shade. You can't have a rainbow without rain. Or a real rainbow without rain. And I'm gonna start off with the High Priestess because that's the first thing in my book. We have trust your intuition, listen to yourself and your inner voice for guidance. Seek out collaboration. Let your intuition guide you. Sometimes logic doesn't always have the answers. There is mystery in this world. Sometimes things don't make sense logically, but when Like if you want to start playing an instrument, right? And you want to start doing this, and the third, right? And they'd be like, that makes no sense because you can't do that. You don't know how to do this. You don't know how to do that, right? I don't know how to do it right now, okay? Not right now. But I could learn, okay? Like, I could learn. It's not that serious, you know? Don't let what somebody else say, like, stop you or dim your light or, slow you down in any way, shape, or form. The Wheel of Fortune is Jupiter. But like I said before, it's all about like a turning period. I don't really have and like destiny. Saying that sometimes things go in your favor, sometimes things don't go in your favor. Now, like I said before, we don't really control the Wheel of Fortune. We never know when the wheel is going to turn or if it's going to turn in our favor. It is what it is. We have, because around the Wheel of Fortune is fixed, but we also have like the snake is all about like change and transformation. You might have to change some things, transform some things, okay? For the wheel to change in your favor. Like if you were smug and stuff like that, and things are no longer in your favor. Maybe it's because you were being smugged and you cast some people off, you wrote some people off that you shouldn't have. Okay, you tricked some people, and people now see through your tricks, and they don't want to be around you. That's that's one thing. That's one thing I had to look at. That's an offer that you can come with was lies, and I don't want to receive lies, so I don't want your offer. You come bringing in dirty offers, and there's some people just. And you have a history of bringing in dirty offers, some people just, realize that don't want to take it. It is what it is. And if you got tricked, it's okay. It's fine. It happens to some people. Okay? Come to, you have to, release it. Let it go. It was in the past. You can't change it now. It's past is the past. We got to live in the present, in the future. Like, be in the present moment. Be aware of it. If they tricked us in the past, they probably tricking us right now, or will trick us in the present. Okay? There's a trickster. They're very cunning. Manipulative. Liars. Like, they will legit do something. They be like, I didn't do that. I'm confused. Who did it? Like, it's, like, swiping, no swiping. Like, it's just, who did it then? But with the Ace of Pentacles, we have, accept that you are worthy and prosperous and abundant, and it is doing so, attracting into your life. You have new opportunities that the universe is making available. You have to be looking out for the opportunities that are being offered. But we have something like, it could be, you learned your lesson. You on top of the wheel. You communicate what you need to communicate with. Free yourself what need to be free. Now you have a chance for like solid, stable offers to come in, and you're aware that there are some tricksters out there. That's not gonna always tell you what it is or tell you the truth. You gotta read between the lines a little bit from time to time. And because in the back, the high priestess, her like the pattern on the tapestry goes with like the tree of life and the fool's journey, and every major arcana card is like the fool learned something. So it's just a part of life. It's a lesson that you had to learn, and you learned it, and you're aware of it, and you're more discerning that and ask questions rather than just taking things at face value and believing people. To see if their actions match their words and stuff like that. Is there anything else I want to say? Right, and you start filling it out, seeing if it works for you, if it doesn't work for you. Like I said before, you doing things at your own pace. Um, with the snake, you changing and transforming things and letting things go to like going at the pace and the rate that's best fit for you, that fits you, that suits you, and not letting anybody else guilt you or shame you into taking action or doing something that you don't want to do, like, or trying to tell you like, I don't know, like by like a certain age you should have this and this and the third. It's just like, no, you don't need to have that, okay? Or by a certain age, it doesn't really matter. Just whenever you have it, it's whenever you have it. Some things might come up that throw that your expectation or your timeline off. You, like some the wheel of fortune, some wheels have turned and changed that you weren't expecting. Like I said before, we never know when it changes. It changes out of nowhere. It's very unexpected. And sometimes it could be like very drastic, or it could be very good, very very positive. Sometimes it can be very negative. It's all about but either way, you still have to be like get through it. Even if it's positive, and you have like a lot of money and a lot of abundance, some people still save just in case for like a rainy day, for backup and stuff like that. And if you're down, where you have to like rely on your savings and living check to check, you're not looking for other opportunities and that will cause you to lose more money. You're looking for opportunities that lead you to solid, stable money, like inflowing, incoming, and stuff like that. And knowing that, there's quick money and there's quick and easy money, but it's quick and as easy as you can make it, as quick as quick and fast you can lose it. So it's just like, you're realizing that. You see the pros and cons of it. And or the upsides or the downsides of the letting somebody have control over you and your finances or your finances, or letting somebody have control over your life and stuff like that. It's keeping you stuck, and keeping you creatively stuck, and with this moon card, emotionally stuck. Could be muting your, not even mutant, but your psychic gifts and abilities could be, dissipating, becoming dormant for a while until things change. Because you could be sacrificing your intuition. Your intuition trying to help you move on to something more stable and solid and grounded, and your ego starts trying to hold you back, and or somebody else, actual person is what's holding you back. Or it could simply be because this is two different people, and these two different people could be a person, or it could simply be you, how you want people to view you or think about you. Versus how you actually are. You might be presenting yourself one way, but like internally you actually like this person back here. But it's like that needs to change. Like, you are worthy of love, you deserving of love, and there could be people out here that actually do want to love you and be around you and be an actual solid asset to your life and help you grow, but you could be pushing them away and keeping them at arm's length because you don't want to change or get better, or you're scared of what that change entitles, or what will or the things that you will lose. in that change, I don't know. You have to figure it out. Like, I don't like, cause what we have here, cause she's drinking. You know, there's different reasons why somebody's an alcoholic. And there's different reasons why they just stop drinking. So you have to pretty much just find your reason and why you're giving it up and walking away from it. Or what's your addiction, your alcohol, your drug that you're might be overusing and abusing, very dependent to. That is causing you to just not even like throw caution to the wind, but yeah, throw caution to the wind. And lose yourself in the process. And if it's worth sacrificing or compromising on. And if it is, you wouldn't feel guilty, like I said before. Or it wouldn't feel like a sacrifice that caused you to feel guilty. Then it, I forgot to read the number. So we have 23. That's 5. 5 is all about like a change, conflict, transformation, transition. We have 2. 2 is all about dualities, balance, communication, partnership. We have 14. 14 reduced to 5. I just explained 5. We have 3s. 3 is all about like collaborating, working together, teamwork, communicating. 15 reduced to 6. 6 is all about communicating, working together, like companies and stuff like that, corporations, beauty and harmony, communicating together to have harmony, working together to have harmony and stuff like that. And we have the Wheel of Fortune, which is 10, and 10 is all about completion, things coming to an end. We have 10 with the Ace of Wands, so 10, so 1, something ends and something starts, a new beginning. And then we have 2, see? Then, you're becoming more stable, more grounded. You close out one cycle, you begin a new cycle. And 1's all about like beginning, creations, intentions. And then 2, with the High Priestess, I already explained to over here. Yeah, that's all that I'm seeing for you, pal. 2. 2. But you do have 2 2s. So this could be like balance. I also had 2 5s, so things changing. Things are changing or things are trying to change to end out, close out, so you can start a new cycle, and then when things be more balanced. Or to, put you on like a solid, stable, balanced ground. So, but you might have to like move away from something, like close things out. Start taking actions and communicating what you need to communicate. Say what you need to say. Freeing yourself from that guilt. So you can free yourself and start taking actions and moving on what you need to move on to. But yeah, that's all that I'm seeing for you, pal. Too. If you feel like this reading resonated with you, please like, share, and subscribe. Other than that, I'll see you next time. Bye. Hi there, pal 3. Welcome to your reading. I'm gonna reiterate the questions real fast. Question 1 is the card to represent your throat chakra. Something you are unconsciously feeling guilty for that you must release. A way you can communicate with others more effectively. A good way to balance this chakra. A result of this balanced chakra. So we have isolation, and isolation is blue. Ooh. It's blue and blue. And this deck is your throat chakra. Speaking your truth. might feel alone. You don't have some people that you can, you know, speak to. Or, you know, you might have a group of friends or you feel, you know, alone in those group of friends. You don't connect with them and stuff like that. You still feel isolated by yourself. That's not straight. Why won't it? Thank you. Next we have Quest, which is another blue. Ooh, could be a part of your spiritual journey. You know? And it's showing like, you know, like I said before, you might not have, you know, be able to connect with them anymore. And, you know, now you at this point of your journey where you feel like isolated with yourself. That you know, can't connect with them anymore. It's not like what it used to. It's not like how it used to be, like before you probably saw it this way and now it's like this way. But, you know, or now it's this way to you and you want like this. And that's possible. You know, there's going to be people out there you can resonate and connect with and communicate. They understand you and you understand them. You know, you don't feel isolated, weird, or, you know, that you have to lie. And not even lie, but like hold back in any way, shape, or form. You could just speak your truth freely and openly. And we have perspective. And this is a green card. And green in this deck is your heart chakra. Your heart chakra is all about connecting with others, having meaningful connections with others, love and health. So you might be by yourself, like wanting to go out and have, you know, people to go out with and friends to talk to and stuff like that. But, you know, where you might have to pretend to be somebody that you're not, or, you know, hide certain parts of yourself. There's going to be like other people, or where, you know, by yourself you don't have to do that, and you see like how free and refreshing it is, or how transformational it is with the butterflies, that you don't want to go back to hiding certain parts of you and holding back anything. You just want to be able to be yourself freely and truthfully, and no one, you know, try to use you or abuse you or manipulate you or charm you, violate your boundaries in any way, shape, or frame. You just free, you know, to fly, to soar, to do whatever you want to do. And you wishing that for other people as well. But you know that like everybody has their own, you know, can make their own choices. Just like you make your own choices to, you know, do what's best for you, and, you know, which is like removing yourself from certain people and seeing a different perspective. Some people, you know, it's more just want to stay there and stick it out and talk it out and stuff like that. But some people it's more like, no, let me pull back, stay to myself, and, you know, to I get a new perspective or see it differently, to, you know, then come in and join. Like, you know, some people, like when there's an argument, some people actually like need to legit have some time to walk away and cool down, to then come in and reconcile with whatever the argument was about. Because if once we have that argument, and or we're texting through like arguing through the phone, soon you see me is not the best time to bring it up. Maybe like give me some time to woo-saw, like you know, to cool out, chill out, and stuff like that. But, you know, some people just different. And then we have happiness is my birthright. Right, like I said before, in my first analogy, like before I used to see it this way, think that it was like very helpful, loving, and beneficial. Not saying that they weren't, right? But you just simply outgrow the situation, or the situation isn't what it is anymore. Like when you, like this perspective that you're seeing it from, you see this, right? But in reality is that, you know, and that, you know, that might shatter, you know, this little boy brain. Like, what? And it's just like, yeah, you're not happy here. You could be way happier somewhere else if you just simply change and transform, you know. and realize that this is not happy. This is not what happiness look like or what love looks like. And taking action on what it does. Then we have, when I lean on certainty and faith, I change my mind and see. I still restart. When I lean on certainty and faith, I change my mind about the world I see. And that's a perspective. The hangman. This pretty much given hangman. And the reason why he's in the hangman is to gain a whole new perspective. And the reason why his legs is crossed is, he's comfortable. He's not representing the situation is uncomfortable, but he's comfortable in an uncomfortable situation. And gain a new perspective on why he's in the situation and what needs to change, or why his actions led him here, what needs to change. Because after that is the death card, which comes change, transformation, and growth, liberation, and stuff like that. Something about the butterflies and stuff like that. You can continue doing what you're doing, right? But it's not going to lead you down the right path. You're not going to be happy. Or you could simply change, liberate yourself, stop doing, these things that's not making you happy, and do something that can actually make you happy and have a better outcome in life. And then we have, there's nothing sexier than my authentic truth. I had never seen a sexier card in my life. It's just, every time I see it. Oh, another thing. I didn't tell Power 1 this. I told it to Power 2. This is a deck I use for my titles. If you paid attention to the titles, yes. If it sounds familiar, yes. You don't have to watch the video if you don't want to, or you could. Might be something in that video that I said that, help you gain a new perspective, see things in a bigger picture, whole view. I don't know. Whatever feels right to you. And then we have, the moment I realign with love, a clear direction is presented in front of me. See? They trying to help you get that new perspective. Trying to say you can't continue you can continue living that way if you want to, okay? But you won't be happy. And then you can't really blame anybody for that but yourself, because you made those choices, okay? Coming to terms with that. Make peace with that. Because they showed you that perspective, or you see that, you can't be mad at and disappointed at anybody but yourself. It's what yourself. You did that. So we have in the 4th house, which is Cancer. Well, it's ruled by Cancer. We have, what makes you feel secure supports your home base and or family. With the isolation, you're trying to look for a place that you could feel stable, secure, and grounded. And it might not be where, where you once were. Like I said before. Trying to show you that things can change, but, you might have to, change how you look at things, or you view some things in order to, change or transform. Sometimes you don't always got to curse the person out. Just walk away. Sometimes you just gotta walk away and let them argue with themselves. Oh, wow, now we have in Cancer. Look at that. We have your intuition to protect, attitude from the past about results, from the history of. Right, Cancers are very nostalgic, very sentimental. I'm a Cancer, I can say this. Very sentimental, okay? We try to keep things, I won't say because we're nostalgic, but we're just sentimental, okay? Especially if we like it, like we try to, treat it, care for it. We will use it, no problem, but we watch how we use it. We monitorize it, so it doesn't break or anything like that. Even if it breaks, depending on what it is, we might just keep it, still use it. No, we we don't. It's very hard for us to let things go. We are also cardinals. Like we can't like a cardinal sign, like change. We have no problem with change, but we're not really a big fan of it. So if things doesn't have to change, it could just remain the same. Like I said before, like if it's broken, depending on what it is, and I can still use it, why would I throw it away? Like I can just find another use for it. Like, like if it's a mirror and the light stopped working, I can still use it. The mirror works fine. It's just the lights. Why would I throw away the whole mirror? That's not the point. And we're very like caring and loving and very kind. But if you cross us, that is a very different side. Al Capone comes out. Like kindness would be the last thing you ever say. Like it's even worse because my moon sign is also a water sign. So double water. But we can also from time to time be a little bit moody. Like I said, if I'm double water, if you're more in your feelings than I'm in my feelings, there's no. No. I don't got time for that. Like, there's no reason. No reason. But yeah, you're trying to look for more stable, solid, meaningful connections with people that you can be yourself with. And, they can be themselves with you. It's all love, happiness, happy memories, loving and caring. They want to see you grow. You want to see them grow. It's very healthy. You're looking for healthy connections. You could be waiting out or holding out for healthy connections. Or part of your spiritual journey that you're like learning and getting knowledge and realizing that you're no longer the person that you once were. If you try to go back to those friends that you used to connect with, you no longer connect with those, you're like, yeah, you changed. Could be proof that you changed and that you're more, becoming more your authentic self and being more comfortable speaking and living in your truth and being happy and peaceful with yourself and want other people to do the same. And not everybody is on that same path or same, will pick the same things you picked. And then we have Neptune, which rules Pisces. And Neptune is pretty much like a dreamer. Water. It's giving real emotions. Big emotions. But Pisces is like two fish. So, like I said before, with Cancer, they're very kind, they're very nice, very loving. But as soon as you cross them, there's a whole different side, okay? Kindness would be the last thing you can ever say about that person. They become the most coldest person you will ever meet. Yo. It's even worse because my family has two of us. I see it's a positive, okay? We get each other, okay? We don't cross each other. She used to say things that hurt my feelings, but she was a kid, so I couldn't, I had to let it slide. Had to be an adult, had to be a big person. But it was vice versa. It was, from time to time she unfriended me. And then added me back. So, Cancers could be childish. We be childish to each other. Like, it's not just you, bro. Oh, there is a Pisces in my family as well. we bother him. Yes, yes we do. He is tired of us. Just in case you was wondering, like. Oh wow! Now we got Pisces. Look at that. That's crazy. We have like the house and the part, like the thing that rules it. So you could be really in your feelings. But Pisces, need to take actions on your dreams and your goals and your aspirations. Be like balancing both, like I said before, like making a choice and stuff like that. Realizing that sometimes things might not work out in your favor or go like as you planned it, and that doesn't simply mean you just throw it away. You could just use it for something else. Be innovative in a way. And then we got Cancer. Ew. So maybe, you don't got to put your pincers up right now. I don't know. Like, you might be in your shell, to yourself a little bit. Maybe a little isolation, a little hermit crab. Very picky and choosy on like who, you're putting your head out and just being around and socializing with. That's crazy how it's like a whole bunch of cancers and then more is a lot of water. Could be in your feelings. You might need to speak your feelings, vocalize them. Maybe that's how things could get better. You see things in a different perspective or you simply talk about your feelings and realize that some people you can't talk to about your feelings. And, you can't be yourself with them. You can't speak your truth with them. But with cancers, like I said before, they're very sentimental, compassionate, unconditional lovers. Well, unconditional love, nostalgic, soulful, family-oriented, supportive, and healing. They're like I said before, very cardinal. Not very cardinal. There's a cardinal water sign. Very passive. Like like I said before, like they have no problem. Like we have no problem with change, but it's just like why? Like you have to explain. It has to make sense. Like it's just, if it doesn't make sense, why would I change? Like I said before, like with the mirror, like if it's just like one little thing, like with my ring light, if the light doesn't work, it still holds the camera. Why would I throw it away? I can just turn the light on. Like, certain things. Get a wire to fix it. Something. Get somebody to fix it. Something. Why just throw the whole thing away and buy another thing? Like, change it. Oh, and supportive. And cancers, they all about feelings and stuff like that. Now, Neptune. Like I said before, it is ruled by Pisces, and it's all about your dreams, spirituality, into your intuition, and you have like the little trident here. It Neptune rules your 5th house and your 12th house, and your 5th house is, well, in the 5th house is Leo. It's all about your actions and stuff like that. You're taking actions on your dreams. And in your 12th house is Pisces. But it is just yearning of the soul to break free from the restrictions and limitations of matters or realities. Your subconscious, your dreams and stuff like that. And then Pisces. Hold on. Pisces are very they are said to be very empathic, compassionate, sensitive to emotions of others, intuition, very intuitive, sorry. And they always trying to adapt to feelings and moods of their environment. Like they no the fish. Like if it's like I know about fishes. Okay, don't come for me. Like if it's a saltwater fish, okay, and you put that saltwater fish in clear water, like not different fish. I'm gonna put with different fish, okay. Not a lot of people know about waters. Conditioners. You know, like when you get a fish, you gotta put like water conditioner in it, right? Right. Okay. So there's different water conditioners for different fish. If you have a betta fish, there's a water conditioner just for the betta fish, right? Now, if you have a betta fish and you have like other fish, like tetras, okay? Because they can live together in peace, somewhat, a little bit. Will the beta bother them and chase them? Yes, but it's a little bit of exercise, okay? But if you put that beta water conditioner in the water, right? And the tetras is in there. The beta are gonna live, okay? The beta will live. But them tetras is going to die. Because their body is not equipped to handle that water conditioner. It was just two, okay? I learned real fast. It was just two. Now I got a whole nother water conditioner. They've been fine ever since. Now I have 7 tetras. You know. They are peace. And then we have the strength of Pisces. They're very, like I said before, intuitive, creative, romantic in a way, sensitive and compassionate and mysterious. I'm well, like, so it could be like a dream or goal and aspiration that you want to. Like I said before, you're looking for meaningful connections that you resonate with and have the same goal and aspiration as you, and help you move forward in a way. And then next we have the Page of Pentacles. And the Page of Pentacles is like a student. So, like how I see him is like somebody that's taking stock, inventory, watching, keep an eye out on things. Also, he's known to be like the student. Next, we have the Five of Cups. And the Five of Cups is normally like a woe is me kind of thing, sadness, depression, feeling like you, like, because you have 3 cups down here, right? But you still have 2 cups standing. So it's like crying over spilled milk, but all is not lost. You can still make something out of the situation. And then we have the 8 of Pentacles. See, like I said, like, all is not lost. You can still make something out of the situation. You just, gotta work on it. Put some work in. Could have seen that, looked at it, reflect on what needed to be reflected on, and start working on it, and start releasing it and letting it go. And, still feeling like that isolating, like, what was me, like, what was the point of it? You're supposed to be happy, but you're not really happy. You're by yourself, and you're sad, but, okay. Are you more comfortable with yourself? More at peace with yourself? right? Would you rather be with people that you have to like now if you know that you can't resonate with them, right? How you see like it's a different way you see it, a different perspective and stuff like that. You can continue still going there, but you're not gonna feel comfortable. You're not gonna be able to feel like you can speak. You're gonna feel restricted in some way, shape, or form. You know, and whereas you might feel by yourself, yes, but you don't have to restrict yourself or not say certain things because it will make some like you will feel weird saying it, or they will like make fun of you for saying it or anything like that, or make fun of you or what you like and stuff like that. It's you working on accepting you and loving you and setting boundaries and working on like you accepting your truth, living in your truth, and finding other people's that's also have no problem living in their truth, speaking in their truth, and accepting and respecting other people's truths and allowing other people to not even allowing, but just like simply respecting that not everyone has the same point of view or think things or see things the same way. And okay with that and still respect it and love it. Mm. Cause I'm a Cancer, right? And then some people could say like I'm very, very mothering, right? Very nice, caring, and kind. And it's like, thanks. But that doesn't mean I like it. Like it doesn't. Now people keep coming to me thinking that I'm supposed to be like the mama bear and things, and it's like, oh, get away from me. Like it just. I want to be by myself. Like, Cancers like to be by themselves. Like, get away from me. Like, we don't need a whole group of people, Especially if we don't see eye to eye, it's just like, why do you need to be in my space? Like, go away. Like, we need some downtime, okay? We need to be by ourselves from some time to time, okay? Pricey, my family could tell you that too. He only comes out to bother people from time to time. Like, checks everybody's okay, everybody's fine, everybody alive, and he go back and do whatever he doing. Like, and then Pisces is supposed to be a mute water sign, so it's like they don't really do much change. Very little change will come out of them. Very little change. Don't like change. Like, not even don't like it. It's just like, what is the point of it? We will change if there's, not even like a drastic reason, but it's just like, it has to make sense. If it doesn't make sense, it's not beneficial, and it doesn't help me in no way, shape, or form, why am I changing? Whereas here, you see how it's affecting you, and, you start changing and working on it to make those changes so you don't let, or it doesn't, make you feel down or sad or depressed anymore. Like, you don't feel alone in a group of people. We can, with the 3 cups, it's supposed to be celebration and happiness. But it's blood in those cups. Finding those people you can connect with and speak your truth with, actually can celebrate with, and be happy and loving and energizing with. Soon, with the page of Pentacles, right? It says, never stop learning, because if you think you know everything, then you know nothing at all. It also brings news about money and or wealth, energy of healing for your mind, your body, your finances, or your income. A new venture providing a chance to earn a little bit more income. Also, like I said before, studying, educating, goal setting, planning, aspirations. And then the 5 of Cups. Every cloud has a silver lining. Accept your loss, take what you have lost, and move forward. What you have left, which is the 2 cups, and move forward. Alright? You can, you can still make something out of those 2 cups. Okay? Don't spill over cried. Oh, don't spill over cried milk. Don't cry over spilled milk! You can make yourself another glass. And if you can't, go to the supermarket and get more milk to make yourself another glass. You can milk a cow. Like, you can get more milk. You don't need to cry. It's out there. There's not a milk shortage that I know of. Like, it's not. And hold on, a little positive spin on the 8 of Pentacles. Learn new skills to improve your future. Aim high in your life to become very successful. Hard work, honing your skills, finding passion in an honest day's work. You're learning something, you're working on what it is. It might be hard, right? Might fail a couple of tests, right? But you start, learning why you failed the test, and taking stock in it, and still working and trying to master it, and learning it until you master it, pretty much, and get control over this. Not even get control over the situation, that you just master it. You know it by heart, so then you be able to pass it on to somebody else and teach it to somebody else. Like, there's different ways for you to learn. There's like visual, oral, you can write, like written. It could be like looking in the mirror, like repeating it, rehearsing it, hearing it, over and over again. Could be that. Or simply you can be reliving the situation in your head over and over again. Then you try to say that it's time for you to stop that and let it go. Because it could be stopping you from your dreams. If you let it. But yeah, that's all I'm seeing for you, Pile 3. If you feel like this reading resonated with you, please like, share, and subscribe. Other than that, thank you for watching. Bye. Oh, if you was wondering, my moon is not Pisces. Woo, yep. I'm a Cancer sun and a Scorpio moon. That's it. Like, just see if I'm like, just leave me alone. Like, I need some time for myself. Just let us be. Okay? Let us be. We have pincers for a reason. So it could be somebody that, if they cross your boundaries, or just like disturbing you from your work or your dreams, you might actually be like, ugh, stop, cut them out. Or slow you down from your happiness, or to like try to bring in misery and stuff like that. You'd be like, go away, get out. But yeah, that's all that I'm seeing for you, Pile 3. If you feel like this reading resonated with you, please like, share, subscribe. Other than that, bye. See, I forgot the numbers. I apologize. Just keep doing it. We have 21 with 3. 3 is about co-creating, building, collaborating, teamwork, and then we have 12. 12. Mirroring. Then we have 4. 4 is about pause, stagnation, stability, foundation. We have 5. 5 is conflict, change, transformation. 8 is all about personal power, personal actions, movements, self versus ego. Yeah. But that's all I'm seeing for you, Pile 3. If you feel like this reading resonated with you, please like, share, and subscribe. Other than that, see you next time. Bye.